Hey, I'm ElusiveKev, Mr. Khan. Welcome to the update vlog for August as we talk about what we're going to do with the channel this month. And so firstly, recap what happened in July. Has after the big releases in June, of course, it kind of tapered down on the channel. And I think with MotoGP 18 and MXGP Pro, we've now got kind of the audience levels, you know, for the future of each series. And with MotoGP 18, definitely I'm enjoying career mode. Still not the biggest fan of the handling model with the game. Is definitely, you know, features such as the photo mode, which do kind of annoy me, as with every other milestone game you can just pause it, go into the replay or play the replay, and then you can go into photo mode that way. With MotoGP 18, for some reason I have to pause the game and go into photo mode, you know, through a menu. I don't know why it's different to every other milestone game released in the past few years, but for some reason it is, and it is very annoying for some reason. That's why you see, say, kind of the thumbnail images may look entirely different from what actually happened in the race. Like I wasn't battling that guy or that guy, so that's why it is a bit different in the thumbnail compared to what actually happened in the race. But I am enjoying MotoGP 18. That's definitely continuing as it has in July, with videos on Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and we're definitely marching through Moto 3 at the moment with Mario, and we're definitely looking to Moto 2 for next season. Definitely have learnt my lesson from MotoGP 17 when I spent way too long in Moto 3 in manager mode. But definitely looking forward to going up to Moto 2 and actually trying out some different bikes for once. I've only tried the Moto 3 bikes in MotoGP 18 so far, so that'll be an interesting challenge. And definitely the MotoGP bikes, it could take a whole season for me to get used to those, but I'm sure I'll make entertaining videos, and definitely trying to mix up the style as well. There's a very good suggestion on the latest MotoGP 18 career video, like including kind of replays like I actually used to do with the F1 career modes as well, and did ages ago as well, with like Forza videos, etc. So definitely going back to that style. So yeah, I'll definitely try out the next couple of MotoGP 18 videos. It may take me a while to get into the rhythm of having like replays over the top of my live commentary and trying to, you know, work that out and see how it works best. But you know, I'll try the next few videos, give me feedback down below, and we'll see how it goes for MotoGP 18. Might do the same with MXGP Pro, of course. They're much longer races though, and let me know down below if you want those edited now, as I'm finding, you know, even though I'm not upgrading the bike, I'm always the quickest every round, it seems like, with Kev Hillman, and that's a bit disappointing that we don't have that slider system like they have in MotoGP 18. But even on MotoGP 18, now that I'm in the top bike, it feels like I can't upgrade it because otherwise I'll be too quick. So yeah, even with it being on extreme difficulty on MotoGP 18 and with MXGP Pro, it's still the same milestone issue of perhaps being a bit too easy. That's the same we found with Supercross as well, where I really had to restrict myself at the end and, you know, being the worst bike, not upgrade it at all. And then we have some good races, competitive racing, even though in the Las Vegas finale I think we just motored along into the distance. So yeah, there's still some issues with AI difficulty in the milestone games. They really do have to address that. Hopefully in Ride 3 they have addressed it. It's normally their marquee game, Ride 3. They had a pretty good debut with Ride, despite the same old frame rate issues. And then on Ride 2, that's probably perhaps been Milestone's best game in recent years. You know, it really was a fantastic game, really was like the Forza of motorbike games, and I can't wait to play Ride 3, as it seems like they changed it again slightly. It's not quite an open world game, but you definitely can explore a bit more some tracks. So yeah, very much looking forward to Ride 3 in November. But what's coming in August, apart from MotoGP 18 as usual, MXGP Pro as usual on Tuesday and Thursday during the week? Well, there's F1 2018 coming out at the end of the month on the 24th, and I'm kind of in two minds whether to show off that, because it looks like the F1 games are moving in the direction that the old NBA 2K games moved in and still are in, with this kind of story mode for career mode as well, having more RPG elements in the career mode as well. It's fantastic seeing it, as we see that in kind of all the American sports games, not just NBA 2K, but you're seeing it with kind of Madden as well in aspects. You're seeing it with the MLB The Show games as well, and it's fantastic seeing it in a motor racing game, seeing it in F1 game, which perhaps play the most, even though I do love, you know, my basketball and my American football and my baseball on occasion as well. So yeah, let me know down below if you actually want to see F1 2018, because otherwise the month will be looking very similar to July, where we're finishing off Barge Edge Control HD. Just got 2 more episodes of career mode, and then we're playing the Barge 250, 500 and 1000, and then we're going back to gravel as well, trying to race through gravel before Dakar Rally gets released on the 11th of September. Can't wait for that to come out. So, you know, there's a couple of big games getting released in the next couple of weeks towards the end of August and the beginning of September. So that'll be very big for the channel, especially Dakar. Cannot wait to play that. If they put it off, it would be a fantastic game. Really can't wait for that. And of course, as you perhaps noticed, I love my off-road racing, love my dirt racing, and love, of course, Dakar racing as well. Definitely at least following it, and I can't wait to take part in it as well for the first time. I don't think I've actually played any previous Dakar games, so I can't wait to try it out next month. But for August, I said maybe F1 2018 at the end of the month, and that would be it. It would just be the same old pattern, maybe introducing it like the likes of iRacing as well. Now that I've given up league racing on the F1 games and league racing kind of in general, it'd probably just be moving into iRacing, have that as my competitive kind of racing online. And of course you've got the sim racing system as well, with the likes of Automobilista, Race Room Racing Experience, Assetto Corsa as well, and Assetto Corsa Competizione, which is meant to be coming out next month. But that's in early access. It'll only be 1 track, 1 car at the beginning, and then it's going to expand into the full roster that we're going to see in the Blanc Punch series, and that's going to become a full game in the 2nd quarter of 2019, they say. I was saying, or the 1st quarter. So it's going to be a while before Auto Competizione, Assetto Corsa, you know, that's going to be a full game. So I might not cover it at first, but I'll definitely keep a track on it. And just like with Assetto Corsa, perhaps buy it near the end of its kind of development cycle of coming out of early access and becoming a full release. So it's Assetto Corsa, from what little I can play with, I still have an issue just getting the wheel to get working with it. I really have to try and figure it out one day. But yeah, from what I played, Assetto Corsa was pretty fun, especially I think I played it with the Lotus, is it 98T? Fantastic car, really knocked my socks off, and I still can't find them. They're probably somewhere over there. That's how much boost that car has. But yeah, definitely been looking at that games, looking at other sims games such as R Factor 2. They've just released Sebring. Definitely want to try that out, even though it's a bit expensive, I feel. But then I'm on iRacing, and that's perhaps one of the most expensive games ever as well that you can play. So yeah, definitely try out R Factor 2. And then you've got other games as well that have got as well, such as Race Room Racing Experience, always bringing up updates. So just released a Tring Motegi circuit for that game, so definitely want to try and get back into that. Automobilista, always want to go back to that as well. As Reza they're getting a DLC for R Factor 2 quite soon, so there's going to be some cars and tracks from Automobilista being put in R Factor 2, so I can't wait to try that out as well in a very similar sim. But R Factor 2's kind of got the updated engine compared to Automobilista, which is kind of a working of the old R Factor engine for the original R Factor, and also they've added their own bits and kind of modified it of the Reza guys. And of course they're working on their new game as well. Can't wait for that. So yeah, lots of stuff to look forward to in future months as well, maybe at the end of the month as well for the channel. So it's going to be the same pattern. In summary, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, MotoGP 18 career mode, Tuesday, Thursday, MXGP Pro, Extreme career, then at the weekend, Barge Control HD, then gravel, and then maybe F1 2018 at the end of the month getting introduced, and some other random videos as well. But I hope you enjoyed the rambling channel update vlog, and I'll be back in September for some more rambling. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.